So, what we have seen so far, that in crystalline solid there is a atoms are arranged orderly in the solid and it has a pattern unit, and repetition of this pattern unit basically from the crystal structure. Now, we want to find out that how many pattern units are required to describe crystal structure of all materials, right. So, in this regard, an eminent French mathematician his name is Brévis. He introduced a concept of lattice, So, this lattice is basically formation of lattice is basically mathematical concept. So, what is that? So, basically if we imagine that a infinite number of points are arranged in space, so this diagram is similar to the earlier diagram, but there I told that these are atoms, but now it is not atoms, it is basically the infinite number of points arranged in space in such a way that the surrounding of a given point will be same of the surrounding of any other points in space. So, if this criteria is fulfilled, means if I take any points, the points are arranged in space in such a way that if I consider any points and whatever the surrounding of these points, so there will be same surrounding of any other points, So, if I take this point, so all these points arranged in a space in such a way that if I just look at a point and whatever the surrounding of that point, if I look at any other points, it will have the same surrounding. If so, if arrangement is so in space, then this each point is called lattice point, each point is called lattice point, and this arrangement in space, now it is called point lattice, or space lattice. Okay. So, this purely mathematical concept, just take hundred, thousands and thousand points and arrange in space in such a way, whatever the arrangement, it does not matter, but arrange in such a way that the surrounding of each point will be same. Then that arrangement in 3 dimension in space, it will be called space lattice or point lattice, and each point are basically the is lattice point. Okay. So, from this arrangement one can again find out the unit, one unit, and repetition of this unit is so it is in 2 dimensions. So, in 3 dimension one can find out this unit. So, then this unit is basically is called unit cell. This unit is called basically unit cell. So, whatever earlier we used to tell this pattern unit, now we are calling it as a unit cell. Unit cell. Okay. So, pattern unit clearly we told that is basically we talk in terms of atom, but here we are talking in terms of some points in space. Okay. So, here also these points are orderly arranged in space, and one can find out the unit, repetition of which can form this point lattice or space lattice. So, in 3 dimension this it's one can So, in 3 dimension one can get unit cell like this, and repetition of this unit cell basically we can from the lattice, space lattice. Okay. So, basically one has to draw, I am not drawing. So, basically if we continue this way, one has to draw properly. Okay. Okay, so just one can repeat in all directions, and get the point lattice or space lattice. Okay. So, how to arrange the point in space, so that there are different ways to do that. So, this one way is the following. So, if you divide the space taking 3 sets of planes, each set of parallel planes, equally they are equally spaced, their distance are same, they are parallel. So, this is one sets of parallel planes divided the space, and then another set of parallel planes, they are also equally spaced and parallel, but their distance may be this planar distance may be different than the earlier one. Here whatever planar distance, in this other direction planar distance can be different, but in this set of parallel planes they are equally spaced, and other sets of parallel planes, so they are also again equally spaced and parallel, but their planar spacings can be different from the other sets of parallel planes. Okay. So, if you divide the space taking 3 sets of parallel planes, in each set of parallel planes the planes are parallel and equally spaced. So, then what we will get? We will get basically this type of structure. So, here so these are one set of parallel planes, they are equally spaced. This another set of parallel planes, they are equally spaced, and these are other set of parallel planes. Okay. So, this way, so they are parallel and equally spaced. So, then what we are getting? We are getting basically cells. We are getting basically this whole space is now divided into many cells, and these cells are all cells are equivalent identical, their size, shape are identical. Okay. So now corner point of each intersection, intersection of three planes. So this is one sets of parallel planes, this is another set of parallel planes. So intersection of these two planes, and this is another set of parallel planes. So these three planes, this plane and this plane, they intersect at this point, right? And now just consider the parallel of these planes. So you will get intersect of these three planes at each corner of this unit cell. Okay. So these are the intersecting points. Here, whatever this we have shown, they are basically intersecting points. So these intersecting points is basically lattice point. Okay. Intersecting points are basically now lattice point. Okay. And these all points together, all corner points of cells basically forms the point lattice or the space lattice. Okay. Just from this figure, if you just remove those lines, just leave these points, okay, then you can see the arrangement of the points in space, Okay. So that whole arrangement in space is basically called the lattice. The space lattice or point lattice we just call the lattice. Okay. So this way one can form without, we are not discussing anything about atoms or nothing, you know, just this the concept of Bravais, that in space how we can arrange points, okay, where the points, each points will satisfy some condition. What is that condition? Each point will have the same surrounding, whatever the point we will consider, it will have the same surrounding of this like other points. Okay. So this is one way to form the lattice point in space, and we can get the unit cell. From this arrangement of the lattice point. So now this arrangement of the lattice point, it can be different depending on the spacing of the parallel planes in each set. So three sets of planes. Okay. In each set of planes there are many parallel planes. So their spacing, whatever the spacing, another set of parallel planes, their spacing may be different. So spacing of these three sets of parallel planes can be same, can be different, etc., etc. Two are same, one are different, and also these parallel planes, a set of parallel planes, what is the angle with the another set of parallel planes, whether this angle are 90 degree this is one sets of parallel planes, another sets of parallel plane is this. So if it can be 90 degree, it can be other than 90 degree. Okay. So basically here important is the spacing of the parallel planes for 3 sets of planes, and angle between the planes among the 3 sets of planes. So that can vary. Okay. So depending on this angle and the spacing of 3 sets of planes, one can have different arrangement of points in space. So that means it will form different point lattice or space lattice. Okay. So to describe this one, to describe this different kind of point lattice or space lattice, so we have to consider this spacing of the planes as well as the angle among the planes. So this is defined, the spacing. So the spacing of one set of parallel planes, spacing another sets of parallel planes. So this is the spacing basically, as I told this, in one set of parallel planes the spacing are constant. Okay. This is another set of parallel planes, so these are the spacing. So these are constant. Okay. So this in other direction this will be the spacing of this, say these are the sets of parallel planes. So this another spacing. So this, if we consider this is A, say this is B, and this other direction if it is C. Okay. Then in figure whatever you are seeing, this ABC, that is basically this spacing of parallel planes, as well as angle we can define. So this is say, so this A, so this is basically B, this is basically B, and then your other direction, in the other direction, so this will be other direction, so it is perpendicular basically on this, so it is C. Okay. Now this angle is between B and C. Between B and C, it is defined as alpha. Between C and A, it is defined as a beta, and between B and A, it is defined as this angle as a gamma. Okay. So imagine that taking 3 sets of parallel planes, we can divide the whole space, right, depending on the spacing of this spacing of planes in each set. Okay. So for 3 sets, the spacing are A, B, C, and the angle between the two planes, Okay. So that we have defined for 3 planes, this angle we have defined alpha, beta, gamma. Okay. So whatever the whole space is divided, and gives us the smallest unit that we are telling that is unit cell. Okay. So that unit cell have, so this in figure, these are the unit cell. Okay. So unit cell can be defined as a 3 axis, A axis, B axis, C axis, and 3 angles alpha, beta, gamma. Okay. Alpha, beta, gamma. So these 3 axes are called basically crystallographic axis, crystallographic axis, A axis, B axis, and C axis, right, and the angle alpha, beta, gamma, and the angle alpha, beta, gamma, this among the 3 axes. Okay. Alpha, beta, gamma. So along the x axis, along the A axis, whatever the minimum distance between the 2 points, so lattice point, right, minimum distance of these 2 points is basically this length of this between these 2 points, it's we take as A. Similarly, along B direction, the minimum distance between 2 points B, and in C axis, along the C axis, it is C. So A, B, C, and this angle between BC, it is alpha, other is beta, and this gamma. Okay. So these 3 parameters, length parameters A, B, C, and this 3 angle parameter alpha, beta, gamma. So these, putting the value of these 6 parameters, define the unit cell. Okay. Varying these parameters, we can get different unit cells. Okay. So these are called, these 6 parameters, these are called lattice parameters. This is called lattice parameter, and basically or lattice constant. Okay. So for each lattice, these parameters are, whatever the parameter, that will vary, and we will get different unit cell for different space lattice. So we will continue this discussion in next class. So thank you for